bars, I'ma tell niggas what really happened. You hear this tone, you know the Mac is in my seat. You see exactly what I see, you know my rap is not for free. You send them pussy niggas to the hill to trap me in the V. You singing, they gon' be no backup bitch with me. I chew that nigga to my teeth first. Don't even hit the weed first. Bitches used to say I'm blessed and I ain't even sneeze first. Much dirt I got on you, don't even need no research. Hand filthy, heart guilty nigga like me need church. Tax know you as the nigga that snitched on the rock. DC Crips only know you the nigga they shot. OG niggas don't have no history with you on the block, and everybody seen the footage you got. Ever since 10, you was a thirsty nigga. I ain't gonna talk about the time you fucked your sister. 2002, you lost 50 pounds, also in your liver. Now you tryna sell niggas liquor. Nigga, you always play the sucker part. Where was all that Rico shit when you left Jim and Rucker Park? Matter of fact, I'm on a true life change. But let's get back to that smack and that true life change. Damn, bro, man, the whole fucking land knows. After that 50 shit, you moved to Orlando. You had the nigga Jim on the radio. Where the cam go? Where the cam go? We all understand though. You not really built for this shit. You not ready to kill for this shit. But no regrets. You gotta live for protect to get murder respect. Nigga, are you and you dipped on the set? I'm the fucking cough in the swine flu. You could out rhyme boo. I'm your prime time too. Never pay for my mistake, cause that's not what crime do. Bitches fuck me, but that's what dimes do. Yeah. Somebody wanna jump in, tell them come share. I'm starting to feel like we don't really compare. I'm the pretty nigga, wrist litty somewhere. Diplomat only mean that you ain't from here. You had a run here, but y'all niggas is done here. All these pretty women and y'all niggas bringing guns here. Yeah, nigga, you way past the gun line. Every time you talk of me, you sound like one time. I fucked the king of rap, bitch, when I was unsigned. And made that nigga Diddy sign me off for one line. Don't blame me for the past, and I won't blame you for the crash. And my nigga Huddy on a dummy mission, and he crashed. Get it, I know you need money, I get it. I know your digital sales, I know about your digits. I know Sony Red, they wanna see your shit distribute. I know it's cricket, so fuck it, use my name so they can click it. I made you, I raised you, why would I play you? When you dealing with this power, nigga, flex can't save you. Me a Morin, drive the foreign, kick the door in. Ladies treat me like him important. I don't even think of scoring, I just run the floor in. Deep get alley-oop it to me like in Boston. On some Kyrie shit, y'all just talking. Heard that often, had to rap again. Y'all was born them. Now you could tell Dave East, ASAP Mark, whatever you want. The whole hood know I'm the origin. You robbed Joel on some Diddy shit. Then when Jim start balling, you get back on some sissy shit. You even had the nerve to call up Sham and use his basketball skill to steal the name Jelly Fam. Damn, Cam, I thought more of you. But when I think about it, this really all you do. You really not that fly, you really not that guy. You really not that wise, I'm really not surprised. All pride aside, you try to pay Lottie mom's side with your lies. Now I'm like, fuck it, Drago, if he dies, he dies. Ain't no unity.
Yes. This is a Different Mind show right here on Vox Wave.
Good.
All day. Myself, DJ Andre Michael.
And I'm MC Fran.
All day that
We're
we
missing
are
a
back.
part of us though, right?
Bam 640.
Oh. Get well, Bam, and get here soon, right?
Hey, he said he should be showing up. Hopefully he do. He normally is a man of his word. That's a
For
good
sure.
thing about him.
That's one thing we can count on.
Uh-huh.
That's for sure.
Definitely. How's your week been?
It's been a long week. It's just been slow. And it was like a complete letdown because I went to the Titan Awards.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
You guys didn't come, which I totally understand. They're expecting a baby. You know, I'm glad that you stayed home, stayed warm, because it was like a total waste of my time. Well,
man.
maybe not total. Okay, let me not be like that, because I got to, you know, it's a reunion. It's a DMV reunion. So, of course, I want to go and see people. Yeah, I haven't seen in a long time, but clearly the Titan Awards weren't like, communicating with the Titan Awards because...
left hand not talking to the right hand.
No, because last year was at the Howard Theater, which is awesome, dope. I've hosted Howard a couple of times. You know,
nice.
It's esteemed. You know what I mean? People were paying attention, listening. You know.
Okay, yeah.
They had it literally at some like wedding venue that literally it's really small.
I saw some Instagram video of it.
So there's people standing up, and you can't really see, you know. So people are standing in front of you, and they have these like wedding chairs. I know because I used to do banquets. So
you know what they look like.
The chairs are like $2 a piece. But with that, back in the day, me and Mo Betta and, Sonny and all these different people from PGC, we were like handing out, there's a homeless shelter on the other side of it.
I saw your post about that.
Yeah. So I'm just like, that was the memory that I got. And nothing wrong. I love, taking care of the community and giving back. But, why would you, such in a quick hurry, move it from such an esteemed venue to literally some place that we used to go clubbing at way, back in the day when Fur was like lit. You know what I mean?
Somewhere respectable, yeah.
Exactly. Because nobody really paid attention. A lot of the awards that were given were to like a new class, which is okay, like the new freshman class. But what about the people who have put in like 10 years at this? What about BAM?
Exactly. Host of the year.
You know what I mean? And it really just was horrible. They had no sound. There were chandeliers, so there was no lighting.
Oh, man.
It was bad. It was really bad. I'm sorry to the people that I know that put on the Titan Awards this year, but it let me down as somebody who is somebody in the community who kind of waits all year for this.
Exactly.
I don't care about being nominated. I just want to
see everybody.
Right.
Be around everybody.
And you really couldn't, because it was just like literally the person who was running it set up these like half empty Ciroc bottles and like, a fourth of a cup empty, Hennessy, and like selling them at $10 per shot. It was whack.
Man.
I'm sorry. But with that said, I'm glad I got to see everybody. I left early. Shout out to the Queens,
All day crowns up.
Crowns up. The Queens who really put in a really dope go-go show. And it's near and dear to my heart because people know that obviously I was a part of the Resurrecting Queens in the first chapter. But it sucks that they lost to, we lost to Belladonna or whatever.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But, I don't want to say anything about anybody who wins because I don't want to sound like a poor loser. And again, I'm not necessarily with that anymore. So it's like, I root for everybody. I'm like neutral. I'm, neutral in the middle. You know what I mean? But I mean, show some respect and some love. Like the people who put in like a long time into this.
Yeah. Dedication, time,
money.
Yeah.
I didn't, but people like paid $40 for a ticket, but you have these $450 tables with nothing on them.
Oh man, no food.
And the same person, like I was said on Facebook, like the same girl that I saw changing and dressing in the bathroom, I had to do her hair and makeup for her because she was a special presenter, was also the bottle girl / usher / you know what I mean? Like picture taker.
Trying to do 5 hats on one person.
So step your game up, Titan Awards. Next year, I'm not going if it's going to be the same thing. I mean, really? Tony Reds did a dope job, though.
That's what's up. He going to come through.
For sure. That's real. I would love to see him. I haven't seen him in a long time, Saw Eddie Kane,
That's what's up. Shout out Eddie Kane.
Right? Family. So, other than that, it was good. That was my week. And how was your week?
So far, everything been good.
All right.
The little snow, I thought it was going to be starting to stick and be a little bit worse outside, but everything good. But
what happens to Maryland and D.C. when it snows? Like, people just get crazy.
Man, people just act dumb. Like, really, people act dumb. Y'all need to get it together out there, man. Because, like, people just start driving slow. As soon as they say it's about to snow, everybody like, hold up. It ain't even start. You got 2 more days. Like, chill out. And then once it come down, people just start panicking. People start leaving out early. Just, like, leave out your regular time. Maybe 15 minutes early, not an hour early. Now y'all causing traffic.
It's bad.
Yeah, and it's sad. Just take your time, drive.
Yeah.
And
I mean, keep it together. I mean, right now I'm living in Virginia because that's where I go to, like, get my shit back together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I'll end up obviously coming back to Maryland. But in Virginia, they say that we can't drive down there. I'm not from Virginia, but I'll say we. But then, like, driving up here, like you said.
My wife always be like, I hate Virginia drivers. They suck. They need to go back to Virginia.
Y'all be trying to run us off the road and stuff. Like, it's crazy.
Like,
don't ever go to the Commonwealth. Like, Virginia sucks. I'm not sticking up for Virginia.
I'm sorry.
So, but with that said, like, we don't need Virginia drivers intermixing with, D.C. and Maryland drivers because it's a shit show. People going 60 coming up here.
Exactly.
I'm just like,
they doing 30.
Yeah.
Coming off exit like
coasting.
Like in the middle lane, come on, cuz, get over 2 lanes.
It's wild because not only that, you have these big trucks and big, like, people traveling and these big, like, campers and stuff in the left lane. Like, I don't understand what's happening.
Like, you can't even get over right.
It's sad, but
it's
you know
scary.
what? That's what the price we pay living in the #1 worst traffic in the nation.
I'm hurt. Yeah.
In the nation.
The worst.
Why can't
worse
we
than Atlanta.
Yeah. And Atlanta's crazy. I mean, New York. I'm from California, so imagine LA traffic.
I'm here 5, 10.
It's crazy. So it's like all for no reason. But with that said, there's nothing like the District of Columbia.
Exactly.
There's
DMV.
nothing. Yeah, the DMV. Nothing like Maryland. Merlin, I love coming up here. I love the whole life of it. It's just a beautiful atmosphere. And tell me, are you from this area?
Oh, yeah. Myself, I'm from Maryland. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Crofton. You know what I'm saying? I never lived that down. Exactly. Shout out everybody from Carver Road, man. Y'all know what to do right up from the skating rink in Crofton. Y'all know where that at.
Damn.
That's where I'm from. I used to live right across the street from the McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm from, born and raised. And then after that, just moved around in Maryland a lot. Lived in D.C. for about 3 months.
3 whole months. I think I did 3 months in D.C. also. Yeah. My mom's from Baltimore.
Okay.
And I would much rather live in Baltimore than D.C. Like, I'm not even scared. I'm not worried. I would just much rather, because the people in D.C. are just, because Trump is our president,
I'm shocked people.
Puts this depressive,
Yeah, cloud. Man, I feel more safe in D.C. and everywhere else in Maryland than Baltimore. And I'm going to say why.
True.
Because if you just drive out there, next time you drive, just have like your clicker, right? And count how many crackheads you see.
Damn.
And don't underestimate the white ones, because they are out there heavy. And I ain't trying to be disrespectful or nothing. I'm just calling it what it is. But like, it's a lot of crackheads. And I don't really like crackheads because they sneaky. They steal your shit. You come back with no tires.
Yeah.
Like, man, what happened to my car?
Yeah.
So,
and lie right to your face, look you dead in the eye, and robbed you.
And then they got the highest murder rate right now, sadly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all need to calm it down out there, man. There's too many other things y'all can do with y'all same energy. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got aggressive energy, go build something. Put that aggressive energy towards something. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Go in the studio with it. Just stop killing each other, man, across the world. Not just DMV, Baltimore, D.C. Right. We got to stop, man. Like, y'all got to stop.
And I'm making jokes, making light of it, but you're absolutely right. Like, when you go to Baltimore now, you don't see the rich culture. You know what I mean? You don't see everything that it has to give, And I was talking to this one dude when I was way back sitting in the lobby or whatever, and he was saying the crackheadedness got worse when they started building all these casinos everywhere.
Exactly.
And people just post up outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that made them, because they lose their money, so they go turn their money in for jewelry. And just like Atlantic City.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go out Atlantic City, 2 o'clock in the morning, you're going to see crackheads all over the place. It's not somewhere like that you really want to be like, come on, babe, let's go out there.
Right. You're right.
Unless it's daylight. Like,
I'm not a gambling person. Like,
me
I
either.
went to Vegas and I just sat with the rich people, and you
Nice.
drink for free. You know
Chill,
what I mean?
exactly.
You just chill. I never understood that draw, but you just literally something clicked in my head. Like, a lot of these homeless people are gambling people who just get a little bit of change and recycle it.
And
like,
hope and pray.
Hope and pray. But right now, there's hypothermia alert going on. Like, it's cold out here.
Outside.
It's cold outside. And just like you said, like, why are we driving past all these buildings with all this wood on them instead of rebuilding our community?
Build it up. Exactly.
So you're absolutely right. And
That's what we got to do.
we have to make sure that as public figures that we set that stance. And by doing that, we have also mentioning charity.
Oh, yeah.
Toys for Tots.
Toys for Tots. Y'all know what to do.
Everybody knows Toys for Tots. 2017 toy drive for the kids. 4711 Off Place, Suitland, Maryland. Right here. Drop-off deadline is December 20th. So make sure you come through, donate to a local charity. 100% goes towards that toy drive, and just do it for the kids.
The kids, from infants to 12 up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got kids. Everybody's not as fortunate as you are, as we may be, as the next person that you may know that can donate if you can't. So let somebody know to come down here, help out a kid. It'll definitely make their day, just like if you had a niece, nephew that couldn't, get the help from their parents.
Right.
So definitely donate, give back. Definitely got a couple things I got to put in there, and I got a son on the way, so y'all know what to do. Come beat me. Put more in the box than I have.
For sure. It could be like a contest, but kids are expensive.
Exactly.
I was talking to my mom today. My sister has a young son, and he's like going on 2. And she was telling me how my sister was like, as soon as she had the baby, she went into debt.
Oh.
And I'm just like, I didn't realize that babies like put you in debt.
It's a bill. It's a never-ending bill. I'm 33. It's like, hey, Ma, I need to do something for me real quick.
Don't feel bad because I'm 35. I have no kids. I've never been pregnant. Like, I'm terrified. Like, obviously, I need to get out a couple children or whatever. I mean, that's why we're here to procreate, right?
Yeah.
But not if I'm going to be in debt and have to change shitty diapers. Like, that's just too much. Like, I feel, I'm very happy for you, but it's an overwhelming thing.
Yeah, I be watching her just like, man, I'm glad I'm not a female. Salute to all the female mothers, even.
We salute you. The body, the changes in your body, it's pushing up your organs into your throat. Like, just the idea of it, like, gives me anxiety. You know what I mean? But obviously, I'm going to have to do that one day, and y'all are going to make fun of me because I'm going to be the worst pregnant woman ever. Let's not even think about that. But anyway, with that said, so let's get back to the music because I like I'm getting pregnant by the second. So, Andre, we opened the show with that Mase and Cam. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that real quick?
Man, that joint, it was much needed right now. You know, the last time we had a battle joint was, Mika and Drake. You know what I'm saying?
True enough.
Might have been some other joints in between there, but they weren't big. Yeah, exactly. That was a joint you getting bodied by. Man, singing nigga. Goddamn, Drake. You the man. I don't care if somebody wrote that line for you or not. You went there. Exactly.
We don't care about the Ghost Rider. Drake is the man.
It's all about sales.
For sure.
But I think the Mase joint was definitely what was needed. You know what I'm saying? We need something like that. That's the culture. You know what I'm saying? That's what hip-hop is, the battle. You know what I'm saying? You can go back to KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? You can go before Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Before Nas. Go back there. That man talking about the Brooklyn Bridge, throwing people off and all, you know what I'm saying? All type of stuff.
Yes.
And he got a rap for every single artist. So all y'all little Uzi Verts and everybody, even y'all old artists that don't rap, he got a rap for all y'all. So, but that was much needed. Cameron, his little drink, you know what I'm saying? Little response or whatever. I ain't really like the drink. It was tough, you know what I'm saying? Because it's Cameron. I'm a Cameron fan.
Yeah.
Dipset all day.
Dipset.
I remember in college, that's all we listened to.
That's what's up. Yeah. It's great that they're having their whole, like, full circle.
Yeah, coming back.
It's all coming back. And with that said, I can't wait to, like, get back on the road because hopefully I get to run into Jewels and them.
Exactly.
You know, and that would be dope as fuck. You know, I get to wear, like, my Timbs and, like, my bandana, like, these big old shirts. You know what I mean?
Big jackets,
ass.
Starter jackets
for sure,
and stuff.
just wear all pink, fluffy. But you know what I mean? With that said, like, just as you said, like, we needed that for the culture because it brings it back to the roots of hip-hop, and it's getting lost in the sauce. Like, shout out to OG Bobby Mack, who was definitely just one of the greatest who ever did it. But online, he was asking, like, for real, like, what is mumble rap? Like, all seriousness, what's mumble rap? And he thinks that these rappers are actually, like, saying something, and I don't want to take away from the little Uzi Vert, Pumps, Xans.
They doing their thing. Shout out to all y'all, man.
Yeah, they're making money. It's a whole new generation. You know what I mean? You really don't have to say anything to have people buy your music anymore. But us old heads, we're still around.
Exactly,
to them, we're old.
Exactly.
But like literally, that's like my generation who had kids and they just went nuts.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either. That's why I didn't have kids early. Do you know what I mean? Because I would have been the mother of one of these, you know, triple X
exactly, man,
or whatever.
Blonde hair,
but you know,
face.
Yes, they're scary little kids. But you know, I did an interview with like Joe Claire for this film. And I was talking to him, and back then I wasn't like a Migos fan because I just threw them in the same category as mumble rap, and in all actuality, now I'm a huge Migos fan because Migos is just dope. But you know, I mean, not everything, but you know, Joe was explaining to me like these kids, and just as I would say about like a Young Thug, they're just looking for something completely original.
Exactly.
That's it.
Something different, something that's not exactly what everybody used to. You gotta stand out nowadays, and that's how it is. Anyway, I always say that you can't blend in if you want to be different. You gotta do stuff different, like. I remember like 2002, everybody in DC used to wear Scullies, North Faces, and Nike boots. It could be 100 degrees. Everybody had a North Face, a Scully, and Nike boots.
Crazy.
Like, everybody looked the same, and everybody got dreads at the same time. It's
That's true.
Y'all gotta be different. You know what I'm saying? So it was like you could tell somebody from Southside, somebody from Uptown. You know what I'm saying? Just off the dress, because eventually Uptown was like, let's just stay fly, and they just went ahead and went crazy.
You could definitely spot an Uptown person
from the South Side.
I'm going to let you say it so I don't get in trouble.
It's just different style of clothes, you know what I'm saying? Like Baltimore. You can tell somebody from Baltimore back
different
in like...
swag.
Yeah, different. Yeah, different everything. Ain't nothing disrespectful, just different. You know what I'm saying?
DC and Maryland has phenomenal swag. You know what I mean? Just on a whole nother level. Just saying. But, you know, he's going to take credit for all that. But, you know, just kind of being around here, because, I mean, obviously Cali has a whole separate swag, but we don't ever have to wear a North Face jacket. You know what I mean?
Long sleeve shirt.
It never really happens. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's why I spend so much time in the city and in the district and this and that. It's just a different type of swag. But just as you say, a lot of people can sound, look, act just alike and get lost in the sauce.
Get lost, dude. And it's sad.
It is really sad, you know what I mean? But you can definitely spot a Baltimore person from
a DC.
Yeah.
And a DC person from a Baltimore, or a Mississippi person from, you know what I'm saying, California,
right.
California from Alabama. And it's kind of tight. So
it is tight.
A lot of people say you got to move away.
You have to get out of here. But both my parents are Marines. Okay. So that's why I've been able to live a little bit of everywhere, you know what I mean? And from growing up like in Florida, which is a whole nother like dirty swag because it's so damn hot.
I'm sorry.
You just wearing these, you know, white beaters and like white tees.
You know,
bikinis and all that, whatever, you know, like just anything less is more down there because it's so hot. But you can tell Florida people because we have these big spinning rims and they have golds everywhere and everything. Before golds was like hot, you know what I mean? But I think that when it comes to the District of Columbia, like, or in Maryland, you know, like when you look at, say, any Shy Glizzy video or Fatrell or whomever, like, there's just a different type of air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just drips sauce.
Exactly.
I am a true groupie for D.C. and Maryland. I will say that. Of all the places that I live, I'm still here. You know what I mean? For a reason.
Can't leave. It's everything you need right here.
You're right.
Well, you want to fly some crabs in if you live on the, you know what I'm saying, in the Midwest, you're going to fly some crabs in or something like that.
Especially the crabs. Like anything that's covered in Old Bay is just, it just reminds you of here. And I don't think any other place really has that because everything is just so franchised out and run. DC and Maryland aren't like that. You're not going to have all of these like long stretches of malls. Like they just closed malls up here.
Exactly,
like, what do people do for like? There's no place to go except for like the Iverson Mall or whatever.
And that's
dangerous. You know, but you know, we do this for the love of the district. I have been at this for many years in DC area, but it took me like 4 or 5 years into radio to understand that it's not really the DMV. And I was taught by, you know, Queens and all these other different people and artists to stop saying the DMV and why can't we all come together and just be, because Virginia did not go through what you went through when you went to school.
Exactly.
And the gentrification of DC and Maryland.
Exactly.
People, outsiders, don't really know that. But I want to stress that.
Exactly. It's different.
We talk about Maryland, DC, like, and Baltimore, because it's a whole other planet, right?
Basically.
Apparently, people are like, nope, I'm not from Maryland, I'm from Baltimore.
Baltimore,
okay, cool,
not Maryland.
Right? But Virginia, I know people in Virginia who've never been to DC. And I'm just like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Not even for like a field trip to the zoo or, you know what I mean? It's just crazy to me. But it's literally separated. It's a separated thing. I just want to pay my respects to each separate individual place and hopefully that we can get a lot more Virginia.
Exactly.
To come up and show what they can do. You know what I mean?
They got a lot of talent, you know what I'm saying? Like,
undiscovered.
Not even just artists, you know what I'm saying? Like that we know, Missy Elliott, Timbaland.
Right.
It's more than that Interstate Snake that we had here a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more than just artists.
Chris Brown, Trey Songz, like all of these people are from Virginia.
Exactly. Jay Holiday, that man still in bed.
Yeah. You know, Taraji, she's from Maryland, I think, right? Or DC?
I think she's from DC.
DC, right? Just talking about that with my mother. But, you know, there's a lot of people that you would just not even realize that are from Virginia, but we know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know, yeah, because they played on the radio. And like, from Tappahannock, like, oh, it's Chris Brown.
Yeah, I feel lucky. I share a birthday with Big G, Chris Brown, and Raheem DeVaughn.
That's what's up. Oh, so that's pretty good right there.
It's a nice little, you know what I mean? I don't want to say trifecta because I'm in there. You know what I mean? So it feels good to be able to say that I share this day with such, you know, amazing people. And people pay attention. Like all of this, like take myself out of the equation. This is just a wonderful group of talented men, you know? So the goal with Vox and the goal with Different Mind Show is to highlight what we got going on.
Exactly.
So with that said, What are you listening to now?
Well, I'm about to get listening to right now. I don't even know. I've been sitting over here looking at this playlist. Because I actually have my computer, but it's kind of broke. So I got some little music that I was downloading earlier.
What was that? So when you go home, and because you're a DJ and I love everything that has to do with turntablism, what does a DJ listen to when he's not DJing?
What I listen to
soundscapes. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, we listen to everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about everybody, but I listen to everything. Like, I usually listen to, like, trap music, you know what I'm saying? That's, like, what it is right now. That's just me, because I got a ADHD or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got real weird attention, so I need that to, like, pump me up. Like, R&B stuff, I don't really listen to that. It's a lot of new stuff that's coming out that I'd be like, oh, that's actually tight. Like the, not Keisha Cole. Was it the new Keisha Cole joint? I think so. But K. Michelle.
Oh,
that new song. I'm about to download that joint.
She's dope.
But the new song that she got, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just tight. I don't really like R&B, but I'm like, hey, babe, this song tight. You know what I'm saying? I like this joint. Yeah. I'm starting to convert because I'm a DJ. But I listen to all type of stuff. Like, I grew up pretty much like in a versatile area, you know what I'm saying? Like around all type of people. So I might be listening to some Punjabi stuff. Like before Jay-Z had to hit that stuff, like, would just be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like my boy used to always listen to that stuff, or like some rock and roll stuff. My boy's in that rock band, so he's always sending me stuff, and we went to school together. So I'm listening to that and be like, hey, this joint really goes.
For sure.
You got a joint called Friday.
That makes you a talented DJ. Do you know what I mean? You can't be stuck in one box, because then you'll never get out of the same thing, the same mold. And it takes true talent, a true ear for talent in different realms that you wouldn't pay attention to.
Exactly.
To say you listen to Punjabi and then, you know, to rock, it's a whole, like, there's a whole different stratosphere out there that people don't touch on. And when you're a DJ and you do weddings,
you need all type of stuff.
You're going to have to play Journey at one wedding, and then, you know what I mean? Like, Cameo at another wedding, you know? So that's dope. That's really dope. I just always wanted to find out, because it's like, I don't know if you guys probably go home and just have music still going in your head.
She always got music going. I be always working on music. That's my problem. I don't really listen to a lot of music or watch a lot of TV, because I'm always like listening to music. I mean, like, not listening to, like, working on a DJ set, editing somebody, recording somebody, something like that. So I really am usually making music more than I listen to music, unless I'm on the way home. Shout out to 93.9, what Lil Baconberry be doing, getting the local artists put on. And, like, because they needed that. Shorty the Prince was doing it. So I be trying to listen to 93.9 because they really do it, and they don't charge the artists to get on their show.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to get in trouble, but...
I'm just saying, because you got to support local, you know what I'm saying? You got to support local, or else you're supporting you at the end of the day. That's how I see it, you know what I'm saying? So they actually give artists a genuine opportunity to be heard and stuff like that, just like we do. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. But I usually listen to them.
You know, like that for the community.
Predominant,
you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's, you know, DJ Money and, you know, everybody DJ Reese, where we go back, Reese and I used to throw parties together way back in the day in Virginia. So it's just completely ironic that it would all, you know, fall together. But, you know, I also heard the other day that I like, what was it, Power 105 or whatever in New York completely ripped off 93.9 back in the day. Like, that's where they got their, you know, sauce from. Oh, so I was like, that makes sense to me. It really does. I mean, 93.9 is just a whole different level. You know what I mean? Easy Street and everybody.
Fam in the morning.
For sure. Like, it's so changed now.
Easy Street.
Yeah. They have a whole new... the kids are coming out to play.
Basically.
You know what I mean? And hey, why not? You know what I mean? So it's their time. We're getting older. But, you know, we still have our place as OGs, I feel like, and completely. And as long as we continue, like you said, to give back and maintain focus on, you know, our radio and our TV, but at the same token, our sisters and brothers of the other stations, like, it's a beautiful, dope thing.
But definitely. I think we heard had somebody knocking at the door. We got
there's some.
Got man Juan on the way in.
Party
He's outside. I think he's probably using the bathroom or something. So probably go to a little quick commercial break.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure we get him out the way real quick. See what he got for us. Got a lot of great music on the way. We also got a few other great artists on the way. We'll let you know who's up after he come on. But I'm gonna go ahead and just throw it back real quick because I played the Mace joint with some Black Rob. Whoa, you know what I'm saying? Everybody love that song.
Stop! Interviewing Black Rob was a highlight in my career.
Yeah, that's a good dude right there.
He's a great guy.
Definitely, I love the song. Just put the instrumental on, just vibe out.
definitely classic record.
This is the Different Mind Show right here on Vox Wave, Vox Power 37.3.
Yo, I'm getting ready to put y'all up on something, man. Yo, when you see something ill, you know what I mean? That shit is woke. Anything ill you see is woke. Nigga have a big 6 at the curb, that's woke, okay? Especially if he got the fully equipped kid on it, it's woke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I had this bad bitch in town, she was woke. Had me fucked up in the head, I mean, bought the bitch diamonds and pearls, I mean, should've seen them shit shining on the wrist. Now money ain't a problem, see my dough is like, pulled out my bankroll on y'all niggas like, lost the boot strength from 210th like, faggot wanna peep my blueprints, I'm like, had to hit the brakes on y'all niggas like, niggas getting both on my block like, coming home within a half an hour like, front like they had the manpower like, more or less, more so, I rip guitar so, I live the fast life, come through in the port slow like, whoa, my niggas like dough, like dro, nitro, my flow, nice clothes like, whoa. East Bay with cocaine like whoa. Now I'm Doc Strange in the range like whoa. 100 miles an hour switching lanes like whoa. Plus I'm getting brain from this chick like whoa. Finger near nigga asshole like whoa. Team floors bitches and bitches like whoa. 9-9 Jag Benz coupe like whoa. Keep them cheese lines on your blocks like whoa. Grenade through your window bitch like whoa. Love to see me do this shit like whoa. Niggas put me through this shit like whoa. So I'ma go toe to toe, blow for blow like whoa. And whip guitar soul, live the fast life. Come through in the port slow like whoa. My niggas like dough, like dro, nitro, my flow, nice clothes like whoa. We bag it, then flip it like whoa. Cars we jack it, then strip it like whoa. Fully equipment, front to back like whoa. Spitting on fiends that come for crack like whoa. Asking for shorts and shit, nigga like whoa. Half on this quote, now nigga that's whoa. Flow so properly, you'll see I'm whoa. Ain't no stopping me, I'm deep like whoa. Guns be popping, beat, we creep like whoa. Hear my name in these streets, it's like whoa. Must I pound the concrete like whoa. Fill his bitch ass, head to feet like whoa. Your man ain't whoa. The judge ain't whoa. COs ain't whoa. POs ain't whoa. Play yourself, I get the G.I. Joe. D.I.C. K-Riders ain't whoa. I rip guitar soul, live the fast life. Come through in the port slow like whoa. My niggas like dough, like dro, nitro, my flow, nice clothes like whoa. Niggas getting money in VA is whoa. Honey's looking right in ATL is whoa. Niggas flipping hoes in Chi-Town is whoa. Bitches taking paper in LA is whoa. Niggas stacking dough in DC is whoa. P.R.D. hold me down like whoa. Ballers in Detroit hold me down like whoa. Niggas in New Orleans getting money is whoa. Boston and Jersey motherfuckers is whoa. Florida niggas and Philly niggas is whoa. Tampa and Texas, Cleveland is whoa. Memphis and Little Rock, my niggas is whoa. Panama niggas, they hold me down like whoa. My New York peoples, they hold me down like whoa. Bad boy nigga, word is born, we whoa. Alumni bitches, word is born, we whoa. And CSC, all fuckers is whoa. My nigga fuck out, word is born, he whoa. That's just how the story goes. Whoever I forgot on this shit is whoa. Oh man, whoa. H3, like whoa. TTPR, nigga. The beat I got from Big Buck Wild is whoa. That nigga Black Rob on the mic is whoa. My whole fucking flow on.
It's Mickey Freeman.
The bar said last call for alcohol. Dark liquor, light liquor. By the bar, order up another round. Spend it all. Line up at the bar like Chase the Mall. Last call for alcohol. Dark liquor, light liquor. By the bar, order up another round. Spend it all. Line up at the claim you getting money, no stress to the cost. Another day, another bottle, that's the motto and all. Make a toast without a cause, just to flex on them all. If you a boss, bitch, let them know you destined the ball. From the windows to the walls. Last call for alcohol. I know you came to handle business, but another drink wouldn't kill you. Willis, freaks come out at night, but they try to conceal it. Bottoms up, till you drunk on the ceiling. Play hard, party harder, do away with the feelings, cause I'm just with her for the night.
Bring me all in my system.
White girl drunk, college boy wasted. Old and faded, straight don't chase it. White girl drunk, college boy wasted. Old and faded, straight don't chase it. Said last call for alcohol. Dark liquor, light liquor. Buy the bar, order up another round. Spend it all. Line up at the bar like Jay's the mall. Last call for alcohol. Dark liquor, light liquor. Buy the bar, order up another round. Spend it all. Line up at the bar like Jay's the mall.
Hey, 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4. I don't think I'm faded enough. I need more Patron. One bottles, 2 bottles. The sparkles got the spot lit. It's going up colossal. Spilling Moe on the model. Drinking effing full throttle. Watch me do my dance. Trip start just open up a new tab. VIP full of stallions and they all bad. 1200 money, baby, yeah, I'm all cash. They know I'm turned up, don't try me, get burnt up. VIP couch and I'm rolling that perp up. Throwing my turf up, blowing smoke on the haters that day on purpose. You know what? So what? Last call, who wants some 1800? I'm giving out 5 shots to who really want it. I might put some bad lead if I feel like stunting. It ain't really nothing.
The bar said last call for alcohol. Dark liquor, light liquor. Buy the bar.
Yes. This is the Different Mind Show right here on Vox Wave, man. We are back from
Welcome
break.
back.
We got our guests right here in the building with us right now. Mr. Juan, Too Cold.
Too cold.
Juan, Too Cold.
Too cold, man.
When Bam sent me that joint, I was like, can't wait to hear this dude music, yo.
Yeah.
Just with the
Definitely.
smile, like you're doing something right. You know what I
The
mean?
name is like, I know he's gonna have some good music.
Yeah,
Right.
appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
all
So
day.
welcome. Is this your first like live
Nah,
interview?
I actually just got from an interview, actually.
Really?
Yeah, so this probably did like at least like probably like about, I want to say 6 to 10.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So you're already like, you're in the mix.
Right.
So you already know how this is gonna go.
Correct.
Gonna grill you and make you
Right.
feel nervous, and you know what I mean.
I'm
So
ready for anything.
first, tell us about yourself. Tell everybody where you're from.
Okay.
Where you repping.
But I'm an artist. I'm Juan Too Cold. I represent Uptown.
Uptown. We just
Uptown,
talked about
DC.
Uptown swag.
Yeah, I rep that. I've been rapping since I've been 7 years old.
That's what's up.
I've been doing it for real since I want to say maybe like 22 and everything. I'm 25 now.
Still a baby.
Yeah.
You got your whole
Yeah,
life.
25 now. I got my inspiration from Kanye West. That was like that's my first time listening, and who made me want to rap was Lil Wayne. When he was dropping all the mixtapes.
Hot
back
boy
in the
Lil
day.
Wayne, right?
Well, I want to say like the Drought 3 when he started
Okay.
becoming like himself.
Okay.
And everything. So
That's
that's
fair.
what made me want to rap and everything. And I actually started rapping because my mother, shout out to my mother, she was in an abusive relationship. So I was young at the time. I really couldn't do nothing physically and everything. So I just decided to write. So was like my first
Took
song,
it out
but
on the
yeah,
pen.
Right.
And hopefully she's out of that.
Yeah, she's out there.
She's
yeah,
doing
yeah,
good.
She's
Shout
doing
out to
very
Mom
well.
Dukes,
Yeah, shout out to
like-
Mom. Shout out to Mom.
That's good. That shows that you are a well-raised young man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we want to make sure that anybody feels like they're in that situation, you
Right.
can always pick up the phone and call for help.
Right.
Go ahead, baby.
Yeah. So that's basically. I went down. I want to say probably a year ago. I went down to Atlanta, the biggest showcase in Atlanta. I came #1. I was the most talked about artist
Really?
down there.
That's
yeah.
dope.
So that's how I found out basically about you guys and everything. They said, my connects down there sent me up there to you guys. So it's a
That's
pleasure
good.
to be here.
That's
yeah.
true.
All day. Pleasure to have you.
Yeah,
Atlanta is like
Yeah.
so lit.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
definitely is. Yeah.
I'll never get over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's so wavy. Like, you know, everybody down there is just like talented.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a lot of talented there. So I was real surprised that I was enough because I came down there without people knowing really who I was. And then
Scary
when
though.
I left the weekend and everybody was like, "Oh no, we got to get him out here." So
That's what's up. Made an impression. That's what's up.
That's very cool. So, you know, what would you say sets you apart from other people coming out of Uptown?
I feel like one thing about me is even though I'm from Uptown, never rep the hood and everything. So like I'm the type of dude like why people were saying like coming up with their own slang and everything. I got my own lingo, so I say like a girl I would call her a blicky. That's just how I do it. You know, I don't really do like people say they got the sauce. I don't really do that. I say like I don't like her if she got salad dressing. That's supposed to be like something that you don't.
That's very Kanye of you, though. You know what I mean?
That you don't do, and everything. So I feel like that's what spread me apart. My whole like little style, my swag. I like people know me for what. Like basically got all the jewels.
So Uptowns. So
It's like we were talking about. You tell Uptown nigga. From
Uptown swag. You
Always.
it's guaranteed to find a nigga that's going to be wearing Jordans come out of Uptown. But I'm all for it.
Yeah.
It's a classic
Right.
state of mind and being, and I'm old school, so I love that about you. You know what I mean? So that's pretty dope, and it sets you apart. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of Uptown people that are repping Maryland and
Yeah.
dressing like they're from out of Maryland, or whatever. And cool. I mean, hey,
do whatever suits you.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly. But, you know, it's like we were just saying, it's just a whole different, like you can just spot a person, the differences.
Right.
You know,
Right, I
from
got
somebody
you.
who's probably from Uptown, D.C., and no disrespect to anybody else, but
Right.
there's just differences.
Right.
So what's your fondest memory from being out of Uptown?
It's not a good memory. I remember, you know, I got jumped. It was a crazy incident and everything like that. It was really like I was from, like they was like, you live over here. So unfortunately, even though you're not repping, you know that, but you live there. Like, so yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Really?
this happened when I was like in the 4th grade.
In the you got jumped in the 4th grade?
Niggas throwing such
Are you kidding now? I've been there, but I was like at least old enough to defend myself. Like
That's how it basically was.
That's
But
whack
I
as
mean, and another fond memory I say, it's actually I grew up playing basketball, so I actually got to play on my first basketball. I went to Parkview, so that was my first time I played basketball. I was some trash back then, but you know that's my first goal. So I, you know, a lot of basketball memories from around there.
do you think as being, and I'm going to get really like heavy,
Okay.
but do you think being a tall black man from the hood, you only had these two choices, basketball or music?
Well, I actually, to be honest with you, my mother told me I was one of them kids that she was like I tell like anybody like I could have been a president if I wanted to be the president.
Respect.
And everything like that. I always believe. My mother always told me to believe in anything that you could do anything that you wanted to do. So I never really like even to be quite honest, like when I was coming up in Uptown, rapping wasn't really the thing. We was in the go-go music. So like saying that you wanted to be a rapper, like I meant to shout out Wale too because actually
Salute Wale.
he was the first person that made me realize that somebody from our area could actually make it. Because back then, like we didn't have nobody like that.
Right.
Like, and I don't think, to be honest, I don't think he get enough credit as him being like the main person.
Guaranteed.
You know, like so like that's who kind of like it was like it started out as a dream, but when I was in school, they would be like, man, like, come on now, rapping dog, like, come on, you can't do that and everything. And then when Wale made it, I got a crazy story about Wale. When I was 13, my mother got me tickets to the down south. The Dirty South Invasion tour.
Okay.
So that was like Lil Wayne and T.I. was headlining that
That's
tour.
dope.
So I went there, and it's crazy. That's why I was like, I'd never do it again. I came out, the concert was over. Wale was in the hallway. He had a haircut and everything. Me being from the city and everything, I'm like, this dude ain't gonna never make it. This is like when Nike boots was coming out and everything. Like, this dude ain't never gonna make it. Then I looked up and everything. Next thing you know, he Wale. I was like, dang, man. Like,
You can't discount.
Can't do it with everybody. You never know.
Yeah.
Especially around here.
Especially around here, because they'll just creep up on you.
Right.
Like
Mike D'Angelo.
Mike D'Angelo
Out the cut.
literally just came out of nowhere, and now he's just shutting everything down.
Right.
And, you know, he spends a lot of time in Compton and where, you know, in my area,
Right.
but he still comes home
Right.
and lives here in the hood, shows up. He showed up. He did a performance at Titan Awards, and I had never really gotten a chance. I mean, like, I know him and everything, but I'd never gotten a chance to really see him in action until he was there. He just brings a whole, like, he just brings the DC,
vibe.
the whole vibe.
Just like when you walked in, you know where you from, like, tell.
Right. You know. And he's shaking hands, and I'm not taking anything away from Wale, and shout out to DJ Money, who's one of my closest friends, you know. But where he and I don't really connect is that he doesn't really necessarily do that. He's going to be here, like, every New Year's Eve, you know what I mean?
Wale and friends,
exactly. But is he going to come to the Titan Awards and just shut it down for free, you know, just to do that?
For a small...
I feel like I might have a theory on that. Like, because...
Tell me.
Being from D.C., I'm not going to lie, it's a lot of people that feel a certain type of way about Wale because they feel like he's not really repping where he's from. Like, a lot of people would say, like, he's not really from D.C.
Right.
He's really from Mo County and everything.
I'll never understand.
Like, so I feel like,
I'll never get it.
he has a lot of, like, animosity towards
For sure.
a lot of people. Because I ain't going to lie, like, when you listen, like, my age and probably younger, they probably like, man, we ain't really listening to no Wale for real. Like, so he probably look like, and I'm looking at other people from their cities and everything. Their cities like put them on the pedestal.
Yeah.
But when it, you know, when it always came to Wale, it was just like, you know, he cool, we got him, but.
It was hard for me to understand when I first moved up here 10 years ago or whatever, why everybody wasn't just flocking to Wale. Like, I mean, this is like the next generation. This is somebody's coming from this area. Like, who cares? Because, like, you know, no place else in the whole wide world. I mean, I've lived a little bit everywhere, like I said, but in Florida, like, if you're from Broward or Duval County or whatever, people don't say, we literally have events called Come Together Day, where everybody comes together, no matter where you're from. We should do one of those. But, you know, nobody screams out, 703, 301, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you come up here, and it's because he's from across the bridge. You're not going to, like, shout him out. You're not going to go to his shows. You're not going to buy his album. Like, I'll never understand that.
It shouldn't be like that.
He's a dope artist. I mean, another thing could be his content, what he chooses to rap about. Because a lot of people say he don't really rap about, like, the things that really probably happen here. But I look at it as, like, he probably rapping about how he came up for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the only reason I kind of give him a pass because he did come up with UCB.
Okay.
And the UCB, they still wouldn't talk to this day. So, like, it's like he came up with the people he came up with. So, like, and me as an artist and everything, I mean, it's good. Like, I would want to reach out to people and everything like that. But, like, I always look at it like, if he don't want to reach out, he really don't got to. That's his way.
He's got a lot of hate.
It would be nice if he did respect, but, like, if he don't want to, you can't condemn him because
you gotta get out there and grind yourself.
I agree with that.
Basically.
Yeah, basically, like, go get. That's how I feel like he looking at it. Like, I got mine,
I can help. But
he's not gonna come back and stay and around, and I have to look at it from a whole new perspective.
That's actually why I like Atlanta so much because like you could be like Joe Blow from down the street and everything, but if you got a song and everything, everybody like, oh, that's it.
For sure. Yeah. Like, they're going to embrace you and being something different. Which I just brought a whole nother perspective. It's like, I don't ever think about it because I'm not a rap, I'm not an artist, you know what I mean? But it's like, I never thought about it from that point of view.
Yeah, that's how I live my life. Like, if, your family member, like, this person said this person, I try to be like, you know what, but look at it from their side.
When's your birthday?
And then April 23rd. Yeah, so I be like, look at it from their side, I know you saying that, but think about how they might be feeling towards this situation. I think a lot of people don't do it for real. Like, they only thinking about, like...
So you're a Taurus.
Right,
yeah. So am I. So I understand how you
so I be like, man, you got to think about it from both sides. I know you feel that way, but they might look at it like, man, you ain't do this.
That's very diplomatic of you, which is why you could have been the president. You know what I mean? So that's a very good way, and you're our future. I'm like 10 years older than you, so it just makes me feel good when you all come in here with like a good head
Yeah.
on their shoulders.
Not a lot of youngsters do
Being
nowadays.
diplomatic in rap is not easy.
Right.
Like people want you to pick a side.
Right. Yeah, you're
Like-
right. Yeah, you're right.
And if you ever like ride for just for a second for like Wale or this person or that person, like what? Like
Yeah.
really? Because he's from Moco. He ain't from. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, I actually I listen to everybody. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie because like I got a title, so it's just like whatever comes out, you know what I'm saying, I give it a try. Like it don't hurt, you know, like to give everybody a listen to the fair shit, because you might like something, and you know what I'm saying. A lot of people like they just go to like, yeah, this I listen to Jeezy or I listen to Gucci, so I'm just gonna listen to this, but you might not know. Like he might got some heat, and you might,
yeah.
like
It really does.
You gotta give everybody a
Got some
chance.
Crazy heat in your arsenal. Like
Right.
you just whip it out. That's what you're saying. But
Right.
I like to ask every guest like your top 5 dead or alive. Who is your inspiration? I mean, I need 5. Like don't give me and 5 hard dead or alive.
all right.
No, in no particular order either.
Okay, no order. I'm gonna go with who I first actually listened to. I actually stole this CD from my mother. That was Rakim.
That's what's up.
Wow.
I thought you were gonna say like Scarface or something.
Yeah, Rakim.
That's way too totally
I
different.
used to like his style. Like he was like real fly. Like
He was in the building one day, and I
Uh-huh.
just didn't have the guts to walk up and take a picture. You know what I mean? Like I just can't. You know, like there's some people I just cannot.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
I was scared to death. So yeah.
I would have to go with Lil Wayne, because when I was coming up, when Go DJ came out, that was like a pivotal time for people my age, and that's another artist too. I feel like he don't get the credit for. I mean, people look at him now like he Wayne, but I feel like when I'm not gonna lie, being in DC and Maryland, all that, like when he came out with the dreads and everything, wasn't nobody that had the dreads for real like that and everything. Wasn't nobody that had all the tattoos on their skin like that and everything. And then the Lil Wayne era came in, next thing you know. And then I feel like not only that, but he changed the whole game as far as metaphors. He brought like, you know, like, cause I'm a ooh and ah type of rapper. Like, oh, he said that. I'm not really like the whole. You just rapping. You made a song and this don't go with that. That's
Yeah.
Oh, you got structure.
So,
Structure.
number 3, I'm gonna go with. I wanna go with Drake.
Drake.
You got
I
inspiration.
feel like he just got more hits than everybody. Like I feel like you can't deny, you know.
He can sneeze and make a hit.
Yeah, like I feel like you can't.
You know what I mean?
I feel like if you put his resume against anybody else's resume, he can match up with anybody as far as hits go. And he ain't been in the game but like
small
7,
amount of
8
time,
years.
yeah.
Yeah. So, number 4, I'm gonna just go with Eminem, just cause it's Eminem. Like
You mean
go.
Eminem? Yeah.
And my 5th and last one, I'm gonna go with. See, I know I done left people out.
Of
so I know
course,
they gonna
but
be like,
that's why
"Man,
the
what?"
question is so raw, and I love it. I
My
love making you
5th one.
uncomfortable with that question.
I'm gonna go with who I listen to the most. Like this may not be my 5th one, but who I listen to a lot, the Migos. I ain't gonna lie, they just came with a style. Like I can't deny their style. It's like
They changed my mind.
like
They did.
made. Anytime you can make a children's book sound lit.
Yeah, I'm a lover.
Yeah, you can. Anytime
Wow.
you get llama red, like anytime you get people around the world saying that.
Just
like,
Quavo and himself.
Yeah,
I
like,
feel
yeah.
like it's just on a whole nother level.
And they made eating chips sound cool. Dabber with a dabber ranch, like.
They changed the game. Came
Yeah.
up with literal, just new, you
Right,
know.
and I feel like their style is really like what gets them. It's like I like people that create their own style.
For sure.
Like
Originality
I don't like
wins.
I don't get how people could be like how this person sound like that person, but you like this person more than the person that started it. Like
Right.
it
It's
don't even
retarded.
make sense.
That's like not liking TCB, but you love TOB. You gotta accept that TCB
Yeah,
started this
you
shit.
like I don't like
Sure.
them, but I'm like they
That's
stole
stupid.
from them.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
Yeah.
So you don't like the originator, like.
Anybody who doesn't is just hating. You know what I mean? But you're right. I mean, that's a really good list.
Right.
It's a good list.
Yeah, it's a good list.
You know, because you really have the heavy hitters on that list. You know what I mean? But it's all, you know, it's just that's an easy list.
I might have to bump them. I'm sorry because I love y'all. I forgot all about.
This always happens.
I forgot Kanye West. I gotta put Kanye. Kanye West might be hands down the best producer part ever. Like, I'm putting him up there with even Dr. Dre, like, because a lot of people don't know like what he's behind, because he doesn't. A lot of stuff. He don't really come out and say like, oh, I'm behind this, I'm behind that. Like, so like.
Just with Through the Wire.
Yeah, Through the Wire. Yeah, like his first, he might. I mean, I don't listen to the Yeezus album, but that's just because of like religious. Like, I don't like people that play, you know, with the Jesus and the Jesus. Like,
okay, I can definitely understand
that. So I never listened to that album. I heard songs that played on the radio, but every other album, I feel like he has a good body of work.
For sure. Yeah, he's also young and hasn't been in the game very as long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But Kanye is a pure genius.
And then we're gonna throw Hov in there too, just you know, just so Hov.
Just cause.
You know.
You like Kanye without me?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta put, you know, them all in the mix. But I just say I love your NASA shirt because
appreciate
I'm a weird space geek like that.
Oh, okay.
So what do you, real quick, like off topic, flat Earth? Can we talk about this for a second?
Man. We could.
What do you think about people who say the Earth is flat? Do you think that could be a possibility that we've been lied to all these years about?
You know what? The crazy thing is, like,
basketball flat.
Basketball flat.
I ain't gonna lie. All right, so.
Please don't tell me you're a flat Earth.
I don't think the Earth is flat, but I do think we probably need to go back in the history books and like see how because you know, I tell my mother this all the time. Like, I feel like a lot of us as like how we came up, we like are conditioning our mind to think like, okay, like I asked my mother the other day, like, what is the real reason why like we dress up for church, and who told us to dress up for a funeral? Like, we don't know who really told it. That's just how we was brought up. But nobody never like questioned like why we do certain things and everything like that. Like, who made this up and everything like that. A lot of people can't tell you just like this is what we do. Like, you know,
straight up.
Yeah, like Thanksgiving, why we have a big feast. You don't really know if the Pilgrims and all that did that.
They had all that. They was fighting like
shit. Yeah, but we just do certain things. That's how we was brought up. So you know.
It strikes me because I was watching this girl on like one of these Facebook videos, and she was saying like growing up and being a black atheist, which is scary to me. You know what I mean? But imagine being a black atheist, because we are all ingrained in us to believe in the higher power and to believe in God, believe in Jesus and all that.
Yeah, me personally, I'm not to cut you off, but I believe in God.
Right.
It's more of a faith thing to me. Like, I feel like with anything, like even with your career, whatever you do and everything, you gotta have faith. Like, so
in something.
So like, it's like if you have faith in whatever you believe in, then I can stand by that. But if you just like going off the rip, like you don't know why, you know, you just I do this, but I don't know why.
You're not just floating around in the world and have nothing to. No pull, I feel like, you know what I mean? So it's just, I just like to ask weird questions like that. But, you know, in saying that, back to you and back to the music. So right now, what are you working on at this very moment?
I have a project called Wayne Perry One. So actually, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Wayne Perry, but like it's a metaphor for me killing with the music. So, you know. So
I just think of Hov every time when, okay, but go ahead. So, that line.
I actually have a song, DJ Vlad, is playing on 7 radio stations right now. That's just actually the song I got for you guys today and everything. So I would like for y'all to take a listen to that.
For sure.
I got 2 videos out and everything. I got an And I Know song that's popular. I got songs on, you know, SoundCloud that, you know, they got like little hits and everything. So yeah. So I'm working on a lot, and for the future, I'm working on just collabing with different people and everything. Been going back and forth from Atlanta, so trying to, you know, collab like with people down there and everything. So we done met, you know, a lot of people and everything. So
any shows?
Shows my actual PR person, he's setting that up right now. So like we getting all that together right now. Basically what we doing is just basically doing interviews, getting my songs on the. Now that the song's just picking up on the radio, you know, people call, you know, manager and all that. So you know how that go,
But you're only as good as the team that's behind you.
Correct.
And you're smart enough to have a team behind you.
Yes.
Because you can't. I mean, it's possible to do this on your own, but it's
to me, it's not though, because I feel like you just. I mean, I grew up playing basketball, so I feel like, you know, you're gonna have a star player, you're gonna have a person that get rebounds, you're gonna have a person that get assists. So that's how I really look at life. I even drive my car like I'm playing basketball. So like I act like my window is just like my wings and everything. Like I can see everything. So like I feel like you can't really do not even just music, just anything. Like
True.
Like how you going? You know, you might not know something. What you gonna ask yourself?
True enough. And that's what, you know, it's smart of you, and you're obviously raised very well. Because when I say that, I've seen a lot of people try to do it on their own, and they kind of have been, but when you do come back around, you can't call on people to help you out. Who wants to do something, have new people all the time? You have to have people that you can trust to hand over your life to, because I mean, this is your life, this is your livelihood. You know, Atlanta's not cheap. You know, driving back and forth and
just travel by itself.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah,
it's expensive.
It is, and
it takes a star to be able to star team player to do that. So, very proud of you.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Very proud.
Yeah, definitely. Trying to get into this new song that y'all sent me. That's I've been itching, you know what I'm saying, since y'all sent it.
Right.
Appreciate that, man.
Well, definitely introduce
this. I hope y'all enjoy Swan Too Cold song, DJ Vlad. I basically made it. I don't know if you guys familiar with who DJ Vlad is, but he has a little Vlad TV. And
Vlad TV, of course.
Yeah, and I just noticed that a lot of people, I ain't gonna say, I mean, of course you're supposed to talk about stuff, but they say a little bit too much sometimes. And everything, and it'd be like, why you name dropping?
Yeah, putting too much out there.
Yeah, you putting too much. You can speak about the situation, but you don't gotta speak directly. You know. So that's basically, what it's about. And I had fun with it. It's a nice beat. I actually got it from my cousin. He's a producer, so anybody's name is A-Dub and everything like that. So anybody that want to get beats and all that and everything, he made the beat. So yeah, here we go, DJ Black.
My nigga Deuce. Got these youngins, they telling everything. And you just be looking around like, what the fuck going on this shit, man? Yeah. I got blinkies all up on me, nigga. I can't even breathe. Let it all right up in her face. She can't even see on my bag. You ain't like that shit. I gotta get a bag. Boy, you talking, telling everything. I see you, DJ Vlad. It's a shame, nigga. Yeah, every day I grind hard. They see a nigga getting too swift. Blink your eye, I fly off. Yo, blink a bird, I shoot her down. That's how I turn her high off. She closed off, don't wanna talk. I open her like an eyeball. These niggas getting grimy. I'm this shit, but don't remind me. She fast forward, just rewind me. Some young nigga, she reclining. Niggas singing Frankie Lyman. And I see you in the crowd. Take 2 shots, these niggas foul. Seeing niggas dap you up, leave you hanging like a towel. Ain't no words, you get burned. I used to eat on Murray's. The M's like McFlurry's. Get a match like Rose. Got more juice than OJ. Oh, he rap, he okay. Watch out, nigga, DOA. Look. Cause every day's not promised. Hit a mother and a daughter. Just like Future, I be honest. I get hit like a bonnet. Throw my gang up like it's vomit. Fuck your comment, eat that Sonic. And my daughter made the chronic. Got my slang, sharp like fangs. On a plane, no plain Jane. Know the name, leave a stain. Got a fortune, need the fame. Hell is you saying, what you mean? Serving music, then the queen. Cold like ice for the cream. I'ma put it on like a ring. I got blinkies all up on me, nigga. I can't even breathe. Let it all right up in her face. She can't even see on my bag. You ain't like that shit. I gotta get a bag. When you talking, telling everything. I see you, DJ Vlad. It's a shame, nigga. Stop telling. Shit reckless out this down, man. Niggas talking, telling everything. They might well be the feds. Yeah, too cold. TCG, that's what I'm repping all day.
here, Vox Wave, 37.3, Vox Power, all day on YouTube. Definitely
We are
back.
in the building. I'm blown away.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Blown away. That song had all the elements of everything that I love, like every little, just everything. So, you know what I mean? Just, I can't even explain it because I'm not an artist. So be like, like if I do that, people are like, just shut up. But you did good. Like just the drops and just everything. Like we need that for the culture.
Yeah. Like
You're literally.
I'm trying to like, you know, do my thing like for the DMV and everything.
But
so.
You're literally everything we were just talking about.
Appreciate
You know what I mean?
that.
Before you got here,
Yeah,
and then you walk in, and then you're like, "Here you go on a platter." You know what I mean?
Appreciate
So
that. I
that's very
appreciate
good.
that.
So tell us you were telling us your inspiration, but how did you link up again with DJ Vlad?
Well, I didn't link up with DJ Vlad. I don't know him, but I
Well,
how I got
right.
the song.
Sorry.
Okay. I watch a lot of like YouTube. I'm one of the people that been on YouTube all day, like watching interviews and all that. So
you would pick.
Yeah, I was just
Vlad
looking.
TV
I was actually looking at the Pee Wee Longway interview, and he wasn't saying nothing, and you could tell DJ Vlad was getting like kind of frustrated because you couldn't get him to say
He
nothing
doesn't
and
fuck
everything.
around there.
Yeah, like so I was looking like, dang, that's how people need to be for real. Like he asking them all type of like stuff that could get him in trouble, like so he like nah, like I don't know what you're talking about, like
Respect.
Right.
Murder.
like yeah, so like with that I was just like, man, why And then another person that sparked it too was Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy was talking about a lot of stuff on there. I was like, why
Reckless.
you, and
I really like Soulja Boy.
shout out to Soulja Boy, but I was like, why you.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I mean, he really doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why I like him.
that, but it's just like that
But
type
he's
of stuff.
disrespectful in a lot of ways.
It could get, it could get ugly when it, because people like the rapping style. I always say like, you rap about what you, like who you are. If you're not really like that, because you got it, you're gonna have to see some of these people. Yeah,
You got the drugs, you got the guns.
Yeah,
What's up?
like
Don't
it's
rap about
real.
being a trap star if you've never really
Right.
trapped.
Working at IHOP.
Yeah, so I can't
Busting
speak for
overtime.
Soulja, but you know what I mean. Sometimes in the industry, people adopt.
Right. Yeah, I look at
Yeah.
I look at it
I'm
as
sorry.
like it's wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Everybody got their thing, music and everything like
That's tight. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, like so, it's real and then it's fake and everything like so. But one thing I feel about rapping though is whatever you rapping about, when you come in the room, somebody should feel that that's how you are. Like if you rapping about being fresh,
Right.
you better
gotta
be
be
fresh.
fresh.
Yeah, like you can't be.
Dirty Nike boots on.
Yeah, like I done seen it in shows where you got people rapping about being in foreigns and everything, and you just hopped on the bus. Like,
I'm
you
sorry.
You know what
You got a
I'm saying?
Metro car.
Yeah, like like how you rapping? You just said you had 4 foreigns.
Like Bow Wow challenge
yeah.
type of thing.
Got an Uber here.
Yeah, like so. I be looking like, man, come on now, like we can't do that.
Yeah, you
But
got
rap is it's in a different place than it was where we were kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we come from listening to Pac and Big E and Nas, and who told a story.
Right.
Even backwards sometimes. But they lived that life. They were about
Right.
that life, and I'm really, really, really about that life. So it's like
Right.
it really bothers me
Right.
when people really don't live
Right.
that.
Yeah, you ain't
but
never seen
now,
that.
exactly, it's a different generation to where you can just say it, people are gonna believe it, they'll eat it up. It is what it is.
They
There's no
gonna share it.
receipts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays, it's sad.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I don't like rocking with dudes that I ain't seen do nothing. Like me, for instance, like I'm not gonna lie, I came up, I was out there and everything, but like I ain't never sold a brick or a bird, so you will never hear that in my music. You will never hear me like pertain to like, oh yeah, I just don't do that. I can't rap about, and that's like a lot of my music. I got fun songs and everything, but to be honest, like about me, I always like had like girls. Even when I won the best dress and everything, I just always had it. So I rap about what I actually know. All the other stuff is like I don't even know how.
Yeah.
I'm like, it must be people feeding these lines because I'm like, how you rapping about something you ain't never even seen before?
Right.
Like,
Huh.
like so like.
Just kind of studying other
Right.
people's.
Right.
You know,
yeah, you
throwing
gotta
in
be in the
there.
room just like, oh, he do that, or let me.
Right.
Yeah,
Big Brother and stuff.
What's the prices on that? Oh, all right, I'm gonna send that.
Sending the other one, but that shit can get real. You can't.
Right.
It's a different day and age. You can't really speak about stuff you don't know and feel like somebody's not going to come up and test your knowledge on that.
Right.
I'll say in that way. You know what I mean? I guess as they should. I mean, there's a lot of fraudulent rappers going on.
About that.
There's a lot of littles that I'm not fans of. You know what I mean? And drug culture.
Man, that's so sad.
That's another thing I can't rap about.
Let's talk about that.
I ain't never really popped the pill and that like that, so I can't really rap. I barely do drugs. I ain't gonna lie. It's because I'm really paranoid. I be trying, like, because when you rapping and you moving around, you got to see like who's who. Like when I was down in Atlanta and everything, I got love for it. They showed me like love down there, but it was just like, all right, I don't really know.
Can't be 100%.
I mean.
So I don't want to be around this dude and I'm intoxicated and everything.
Right.
He like, oh yeah, like yo,
that's smart.
Get him like this. So I can't. That's the way I move though. Like,
respect.
You know, like my team and everything. You know, it's a little bit different. You know, some of them, you know, they endorse. Some of them they don't.
Right.
And everything like so. That's how this is. But like me personally, I'm. You know, and they look at me and my team. They be like, "You probably the one that do all the drugs and everything." I'm like, "Nah, I'm actually the calm. Yeah, I'm the calm one." Yeah.
It's a different drug culture in rap is taking over, and we were wondering like, what happened to these kids? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna front like I've lived a crazy wild life. I'm not even gonna act like I'm too good because I've been there, done all that.
I feel like it's about who raised you too. Like, my father wasn't in my life, but my mother, like, it was like, she was big on me not being a follower or anybody. So like, I was always the leader, always, you know, it was like I'm always top one, always had came with my team with the vision and everything, and they helped me put the vision together and everything. Now this is what I want to do. I wouldn't hope, you know, and everything we can get far. Because I always see, like, I'm the type of person that always see, like, not even for me, my biggest thing that I want to do with music is, like, I know I'm good because I know I can rap and everything, but I always feel like it means something like how many people else that you can help out. So I'm more of one of them. I like to see other people doing good as well as me. That's why I'm actually doing it, because I'm like, you don't get no satisfaction. Just you the only one up, and then you looking around and everybody else is like down.
Right. What I'm all, you know, the saying is, you know, what's the point of having it all and being at the top if you have nobody to share it with? And that's a real thing.
Right.
And I'm really glad that you said that, because you're just starting out your life. I mean, at 25, like, you're really just starting out. And as you get older and as you start to progress in your career and you get to the heights and the great, like, you to not be able to turn to and be like, well, damn, I just put on a show with Weezy or whatever. This not like it weighs on you.
Right.
So the fact that you have your team,
again,
it comes back to your core values as a mom, and you know, we had great mothers, I think, and with that, but just by you being in sports outside of school, so you weren't just like running around in the streets. Discipline.
Well, I ain't gonna say I was
totally.
I was in the streets and basketball. See, the thing what happened with me is, unfortunately, like, you know, you go through situations as far as like, so my mother did her thing, like, so, you know, she was going through a rough period. So when that happened, then that's when I transitioned to that and everything. Like, I had my sister, my brother. My brother's actually in prison right now. So, like, I don't know, like, it's the crazy thing is everybody could be raised by the same person and everything, but everybody turn out different. Yeah, like, so
That's a good point.
Sometimes you look at you like, because when I used to be the bad one, my mother would go to the school, my sister used to be good, so they brothers and sisters, like, it can't be like they live in the same house. She's like,
it's totally different.
She's like, so it's just like, I think, like, but the only thing about me is I got morals, and like, I did stuff because I had to do stuff and everything. I don't really mess with the dudes that's out here just doing it for a lifestyle and everything. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it. And then like, by me doing something, I was trying to make something positive of myself. So like I said in one of my songs, I was like, I seen my niggas in the kitchen. They told me to do this rapping shit and go get what you've been wishing. That's like a real thing. Like, it was like I was turning into like okay, like, man, I could get money, this quick money and everything. And they was just like, nah, you could really rap. Go ahead and do that. Let us do this and everything. So if I didn't have, like, OGs, like, in my corner and everything to tell me to go rap, and even my manager and everything, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I done had down moments when I'd be like, dang, man, like, I just did this show, I killed this crowd, but, like, they showing him all this love and everything. That's just, like, something you go through as an artist and everything. You're like, man, nah, pick yourself up, man. Like, so, like, it ain't that bad. Like, look, we're gonna do this and everything, and these people want to love me. And right when I was going through that moment is actually when we went down to Atlanta, and that whole thing happened for me and everything. And I was just like, as a matter of fact, I performed with Colonel Loud, the dude that's in California.
Yeah.
So, like, everybody was like, they came there for him, but then when I came, they're like, who is, like, you from DC? Yeah, you from DC? Like, for real? Like, dang, like.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so that's how it happened for me.
Well, we appreciate you putting on for the District of Columbia.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
It's a dope feeling to know that this is the next generation that's coming out of here. I know that Wale would be proud of you.
Right.
And if I ever see him, I'll make sure to tell him. You know what I mean? Because it's definitely time for everything to come full circle. Right. You know what I mean? And shout out to the OGs and people who told you to live your dream and leave all the other trap star stuff to them, because it's real, and you could go in a totally different, everybody talks about it, but you could have gone in a totally different direction, and you chose your Kanye. And that says a lot, and it says a lot about people around you who care about you. So don't mess it up.
Right. I'm getting too far now to be like everybody starting to
stay out the way.
Yeah. Just keep pushing.
And then I'm kind of like, I'm 6'3", so I'm like a hard dude.
That's true, too. You can't really go under the radar. Like, you just got to be out there. But I think you're going to do great. I mean, you're just set up to be a star, like we were talking about. And you have to have a certain type of, it has to be infused in you. It's not something you can fake. Right. So there's nothing fake about you.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
We appreciate you for coming. We really, really do.
And we got some more music, too.
I got you. I definitely got y'all.
For sure.
Send it our way, for sure. And if you guys have music, by the way, and if you'd like to call in and talk.
All day, call 240-719-2560. Or you can hit up Fran, hit up me, hit up Bam. Definitely get your interview, get your music played, get you in rotation. We'll get y'all on the right little network, you know what I'm saying? Network to increase your net worth. That's what's up. That's for sure. Say.
Speaking of Bam, I don't even think he's coming, but that's all right. We're going to make him proud.
Hey, Bam,
shout out Bam, too, because he's the one that actually told me to come here.
Yeah.
Shout out Bam. And shout out Ray Daniels. He's the one that actually set the whole thing up. So shout out Ray Daniels.
That's what's up. Shout out Ray Daniels and Bam.
So make sure that, again, we talk again about Toys for Tots.
Okay.
Make sure that if you could, and everybody else, help us get the word out, because by December 20th, it'll be the cutoff date, but we want to donate to these children out here in our community.
Okay.
Everybody knows what Toys for Tots is, you know what I mean? So just make sure that giving back is a part of what you're doing, which you already do.
Right.
And I've learned, and other people have learned, that if you give back, your community will give to you. Mm-hmm. So please do it for the kids. Stop by here at Star Imports.
Right here at Star Imports. Make sure you get your cars from Star Imports, man. They got some nice Mercedes outside.
I want it.
See, trying to get that drink.
I can't afford it.
They got a nice BMW out that drink. All type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all get in there. They got the home of the boutique style buying experience, so it's like real laid back, not all pushing you out like you at last stop. I hate that type of stuff, but I really love coming here. And another thing, one of my friends got a drink from here. He said he ain't had no credit, so the bad
not
credit, no problem. Have credit restoration problems, help you. They got a credit application, all that stuff. And everybody know where Red Lobster is at 4711. You know what I'm saying? Right here. Off-road by the Branch Avenue Metro.
It just comes out of nowhere. It's random Red Lobster over here, which is just crazy. But you go inside, it's like one of the nicest. I used to work for Red Lobster years ago. Mm-hmm. It's the nicest Red Lobster I've ever seen. You know what I mean? So it's you're right here at a really nice strip right here. It is kind
of like out of nowhere.
It is like just bam.
Bunch of car dealerships and they
yeah. But it's a beautiful little strip right over here at 4711.
The only food place around.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Drink.
Endless shrimp, don't do it. But yeah, good credit, bad credit, not a problem.
Yep.
Here to help you. The application is on starimports.com, so make sure you it doesn't hurt to try. I'm going to try, even if you tell me no.
And if they ain't got it, they're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what you need, let them know what you want, and they're going to let you know, how they can get it. And definitely everything that they do, a portion of it does go to D.C., Maryland, Virginia charities. So definitely help somebody to help somebody else. That's what I say.
Right.
And tell them different mind shows sent you. They might look out for you even more than what you're supposed to be expecting. You know what I'm saying?
Plug it in right
All
there.
day. Star Airports right here, 4711 Off Road, man. Off place. Yes, we are right back here. And we had a good show so far, you know what I'm saying? Nice little interview.
Man,
Definitely was
I
dope.
appreciate y'all, man. Y'all real cool people.
Thank
All
you.
day.
Thank you.
Definitely. And I don't know, like a lot of DJs might be like, I played your song. Sometimes they might play it and send you
I've been through it all, like the little fake curve,
I send a video, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm in the club.
That's dope.
And I'm like, all right, everybody right? All right, I'm about to get wine, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to send you a video so that we can see that I'm in the club and I ain't just by myself with my wife driving down the street to the grocery store like, hey, I love this song. Nah, I'm actually going to see what the people say.
The one thing that I like about all that, though, is like, you get to see the ins and outs of the game. Like, I applied to life. Like, I had to go through a lot of stuff and everything. A lot of people would be like, like, they will want to have came up, like a different type of way. But I actually was, like, glad that my mother did what she did, went through what she went through. Because it made, I felt like I probably would have been in a different place. And I probably wouldn't have been, on it as I should have been. So
that's what's up.
Right, it all formed you into the person that you are today, and I'm sorry that you had to go through and witness those things, but it also teaches you how a man should treat a woman.
Right.
So you're going to be a good man to a woman, and probably a good father, because you were raised by a good mother, you know what I mean? Even by not having fathers, we could have gone a different direction. I mean, I had 2 Marine parents, and I still could have went nuts, because, kids like me, we just go nuts, when you're just traveling and have that type of stuff, but even having that structure and that stability didn't keep me out of the streets.
Right.
But it kind of helped me have a good head on my shoulder because it still had that.
You got to make sure, I feel like if you're going, anything you do in life, you got to have morals and what you will and what you want. Like me, like I'm not going, I did my thing as far as, selling and all that type of stuff. But I always was like, man, like I can't never, for some reason I can't rob a dude though. Like, I can't rob a dude because I learned what the value of $1 meant early. It's like you working so hard. I used to tell my folks, like, imagine you working a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and you happy you got your money and all that, and then somebody just take it right away and blink of an eye.
You can't have a conscience and be out robbing people. So it's a sad.
And that's the way I always thought about this situation. I'm like, man, I just did all this, man, to get this, and I'm about to buy these shoes. Somebody get, and then somebody just go ahead and give it up, man.
Nah.
Yeah, it's like
there's really there's no code. I've seen people get robbed by their best friends from middle school, and it's
no limit.
It's a crazy thing.
It's crazy.
It's messed up, but right now it's like, what is it, like finessing the plug is
That's a new thing.
popular.
That's the thing right there. That it's the new message in the music. Like you talking about finessing the plug in real life. Like you might get your head wet. Took it off.
It's crazy to me.
Dude in the car with you.
Everybody, your whole team too. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like it's like the message. I'm like I listen to it because it's catchy and everybody. When you ran off on the plug, you ran off on the plug twice. Like,
you ain't gonna make it that third time.
So
it's a lot of boasting in music, and people are really not about that. But don't let the music
mislead you
about how real it is out here. So anyway, just with you letting people know you can still be I don't want to call you a conscious rapper, but you know what I mean.
I'm more lifestyle. It's just like I feel like it's just like real. Like I just talk about real things.
Just
like
reality.
If I'm gonna go through something, I'm gonna tell you the good and the bad things that can happen from it. It ain't like that's why I listen to people like J. Cole. Because like he gonna give you, not only is he gonna give you what good came out of that situation, but he gonna show you shine a light on the bad stuff. Like this, I feel like that's how you gotta be. Like if you're doing crime out here in the streets and everything, you gotta know that I might be getting life in prison.
Might
like
get shot.
soon. I might get shot up. I might die. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of people don't live in reality. It's not until they actually like, oh, I'm jammed up. Like, oh, that's where you get. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of the telling stuff come from and everything, because a lot of people wasn't ready for it to begin with.
Right.
Like you gotta know, like, okay, like I could get back from this. Now you in this situation and everything. Did they
ready.
Judge say 20? You
That's
like
it.
20. Nah, I know all of them. I know all of them that did that. You know what I'm saying? So they be like, I know Ray, John, Charles. I know all. All of you. Said what? Nah, he shot him in the alley. I seen that the other day.
Exactly. I actually got the joint on my Snapchat. Let me save it real quick for a timeout. Yeah, niggas wild nowadays.
I recorded and everything.
I can't even stomach it. Like, ugh.
Like the funny show, First 48.
Oh man.
As soon as they get a cigarette in their hand, it's over.
Yeah, soda and a cigarette is everybody's talking, and that's.
Yeah, so like I always say, like, if you're gonna do something and everything, just and the reason why I'm on that, because that actually happened to me before. Like somebody told on me, so like I was like, wow, and that's actually the intro. Like that's what the Wayne Perry one. Like that's the intro to my mixtape and everything. Somebody got in a situation, somebody told on me, and everything like that, and I was like, dang man, like really.
That's wild, because I mean, the amount of anger.
Yeah, it's a dude. It's and a crazy thing. I'm not going to say his name, but it's a dude that people probably see every day. Probably think it's real cool.
I've been there.
Like you like, man.
It's hard because you have to see this person out, and there's somebody who's done that to me, who everybody knows this person, and he's whatever, and I got to see him at different things, knowing what he did, and it's like it put me in the situation. You have the good angel and the bad angel. Like, okay, am I really going to allow this to happen and just keep it pushing, or am I going to handle the situation in a different way? And it's hard. It's weighing, and of course,
things that got me out of my shit. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Like right after that, the music thing started like picking up. So I had to tell myself, is it worth, is it worth this, and and then I ain't gonna lie, I have a good team that keep my head on straight, because it be times where I want to do something, they be like, nah, look, look, we about to go do this, and
stay focused.
Like don't even worry about that. I'm like, nah, but man, like, but look, man, like, but you gotta do, like, look at this, think about this. So they get me through a lot of stuff and everything that,
Shout out to the team.
Yeah. Shout out, Two Cold Gang. That's actually my team. The Two Cold Gang, my logo is wolves. We're like a pack of wolves. Normally it's like more of us, but like everywhere we go, we're a pack of wolves.
That's dope.
So that's where it came from and everything like that. So.
And it's just the beginning for you.
Yes.
And we're just very happy that you came through and stopped by and talked to us. And make sure you come back and visit us.
I will.
Keep us posted and updated on everything Too Cold.
Right.
Because we're excited about it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
A lot of people come through your chairs and mine. Like, you know what I mean? And we're just like, okay. But like, when you have us excited, have anybody on TV or radio excited about you, like the DJ's excited about you, like,
appreciate
I ain't shit.
I'll be 100. I'm on video. I don't be sizing everybody.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen with Andre.
Just because I'm just selective. You know what I'm saying? They ask my wife, like, when I buy a T-shirt, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be a certain. I can't have too much shit going on. Can't have this going on. I'm like real selective with my music and everything I do. So that. Yeah, I'm definitely
I'm glad y'all. When I went down to Atlanta, like everybody was just like, man, he just a hard dude, not that.
Just going,
like
just went in.
Like when I went in there, I met a lot of people. I actually was happy. My manager was there. My manager by name Jamal. So shout out Jamal and everything. But he was with me, and it's an embarrassing. I don't know if it's an embarrassing moment, but we was at like it's like a panel. So. I was kind of dead in the panel and everything. I was listening to what they were saying, but they came up and it was like, we got Isaac Hayes' daughter. Who was it? It was Isaac Hayes' daughter. It was James Brown's daughter. Yeah, I got a picture with him and everything.
That's wild.
And it was somebody, I forget the last person's daughter. But I could, but
tell us.
Yeah. Millie Jackson. And I just stood up and I was the only one that got up and started clapping.
What?
And everything, like everybody was looking at me. I was like, okay.
Yeah, but that's weird. Everybody should be clapping for like the children of legends.
I don't know why, but I was just so geeked that was there. Yeah, I was just like, oh, that's they daughters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like. Yeah, it was. I didn't know if it was an embarrassing moment or not. So
that's actually.
That was respect. They enjoyed it. They was
pretty inspirational.
Everybody should be standing up for us. You know?
Everybody should have stood up on their feet and clapped.
Ain't nobody. It was actually one dude said something about Beyonce. It was like a real wild. Like, why we gotta keep saying Beyonce? I was like,
I learned early on to not talk about Beyonce.
Nobody on the panel said anything. Everybody was just like, all right, so next question. So,
Next. That's how it be. Yeah, definitely looking for more from you. Definitely look forward to doing some shows, you know what I'm saying, coming out to support you.
Anything y'all got going on, I do. I mean, like, you know, I'm on this show, like.
Definitely hit up Bam, because Bam, definitely, I would say, always got shows coming up. We always do a lot of shows. I'm always a DJ, so, you know what I'm saying? And all right, that's got you. We'll look out for you.
He's got a whole list of things he has lined up, and now it's a different dynamic because I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like on stage, Bam and I, it's just going to be so much fun. So definitely slide through and just show everybody what we believe in you.
Right.
And that's going to be a beautiful, and to have him be the DJ, it's just a beautiful trifecta. We got to have, when it comes to the artistry, it has to be dope.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Gotta work.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yes, my turn.
Do you guys do y'all guys like a lot of the artists that y'all hear for, or like is it like more of like, I got just do my job.
You said, like, do we just have like a lot of artists?
No, I'm saying like, do y'all like a lot of the artists that y'all hear, or like do you like
like nowadays?
Yeah, y'all don't gotta say like names and that, but like you know what I'm saying, like.
A lot of artists like nowadays, like I'd rather listen to like my era, like when I'm riding home and they play that stuff from like 2000, from like 1999 to like 2000, maybe 7, like right when Drake came in.
Right.
That's my little zone right there, music. You know what I'm saying? So I like that type of stuff. This type of stuff now, like the drug talk, they talk too much about drugs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't really like all that stuff, but like I like the rhyme schemes and stuff like that.
Right.
The 808s, the new little hi-hat. Different combinations and stuff, because I'm a producer myself, so like all that stuff is just always like innovative. Like, hey, that was tight how he did that. Oh, he actually changed the volume. Oh, he actually changed the pitch on that joint. Man, I be analyzing songs. Like, I saw a post that said when most people go to a concert, they like this. You know what I'm saying? But when a producer go to a concert, they're like thinking and shit. You know what I'm saying? I really be like breaking like stuff down, like your song. Listen to the joint. Listen to what you say, how you deliver it. What's the next rhyme? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I break stuff down like that's clever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I be listening to like battle rap and stuff like that too. So I be listening to all that stuff.
Which is a whole different animal.
Yeah.
To answer your question, I have interviewed hundreds of artists just in this area. Hundreds. And there are, I'm be real about the answer. Like, there are times where I'm just sitting here and I'm like, did I just interview you like a year ago, a week ago? It all tends to meld and to be the same. And there's only that few times where somebody stands out and makes me talk about that person and be able to say, okay, I know that you're going places. It's rare, but not very so rare. I don't want to, take anything away from anybody in D.C., Maryland, Virginia, because there's such a lot of very talented people here, but it is a rare occurrence. You know what I mean? And again, you didn't show up drunk or high. You didn't not say anything. You know what I mean? And just be kind of mumble rap. You know what I mean? And that to me, because again, now we're 3 different not maybe different generations, but my generation is totally about bars, like totally about that life, totally like Big Punisher is my number one.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So when I say Big Pun is my number one, like you have to really be saying something to impress me, which you've done. You know what I mean? And the production value has to be good because I learned, again, I don't make music, but I've hosted mixtapes and I, I know what's hot. You know what I mean? So I know that if your shit isn't mixed or mastered, like don't come sit next to me like at the pool table because you haven't paid, just for the basic.
Make sure y'all mix and master y'all stuff. Pay you extra $25, $50, whatever that man charged, $5 a J, whatever it is. Pay that man extra to mix and master your stuff because it's different.
I was fortunate enough, like my whole team, we all do different things. So like we all had this dream and then we put it together and everything. It just so happened that, I popped off with the rapping first, but like everybody like mastered their craft and everything. Actually, my manager, he's actually like a beat maker. Like actually one of the songs that everybody liked, he made the beat and everything. But the thing is, it's like I feel like a lot of people I feel like a lot of this generation just ain't really taking it serious, real. Like when I came, that I always tell everybody on my time, I always thought it was about bars. Like I never thought it would come to a time. Like
imagine how I feel.
Where you could be like, I'm not a rapper. Like, like I'm like, I don't know what that is like. And even people my age, I'm like, we all came up to the same stuff. Like, so this whole I'm not a rapper stuff and everything.
It's
like,
weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, you don't want to have bars and what are bars like. Cause,
like I'm the Joe Budden.
Cause like
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Like the narrative, they switch the narrative now. Like if you have bars now, you looked at it as lame. Like
think of time. You gotta think.
Yeah, you rapping about something? Like, why you rapping about stuff? Like,
it's strange to me. Like, I love battle rap. I love to see people just in the street.
Yeah, like,
we're in a circle and
Cypher.
And I like to just hear a lot of clever stuff. Like I like to be like, how you put that
Which
together?
is why I like Wale.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
that's why I like listening to battle rap.
Yeah,
Watching
like,
them joints.
Like how he pieced that with. I would never thought, and then it make you want to go like. You know, you get so excited, like, man, I'm about to see how I can, what
you
I'm
get
doing.
pumped and it amps you up to create better, you know, when there's a little bit of, like, competition. And there really isn't.
And then competition, doing his own thing.
Healthy competition, because now everybody's
and that's another thing
drugs.
that I like. That I like to do, too. I like to compete. I like to compete like not like, oh, I'm about to take it here. Like, I like to compete like, man, let's just see who. Because I'm one of them type of rappers and everything. Like, I always, like, if you think that you can rap better than me and everything, we can just do a song and just let
the critics say.
Let the people say. It's like, and that's like not even what the people hear, but like that goes for my idols, you know, to everybody.
That's like Eminem and Jay-Z on the song.
Renegade.
Renegade is one of my favorite songs ever.
Like, because I feel like that's how you make your name.
Him on his own song.
Like one of the songs that I like, I don't know if y'all ever heard it, but Lil Wayne got a song called Green Ranger. And J. Cole was on there, and I was thinking like, man, J. Cole about to get washed, man. Like,
J. Cole's
you know, and he actually stood his ground, but like moments like that make or break you. Like, okay, like oh yeah, he nice. Yeah, okay, like you know, he kept up with Wayne. Oh yeah, he okay.
Like
and Wayne to the point I know Wayne like he just like, man, look, I've been doing this for a long time. You know, like, you know.
He feels like. I'm not taking anything from Lil Wayne because I'm a Wheezy fan. Like, I'm a Hot Boy, like Juvie and all that is my era. But I just feel like this new Wayne, this skater Wayne or whatever, just kind of shows up. You know what I mean? And he knows that people are going to, you know, buy it or do whatever, but that's not the Wayne that I
think he to the point where not, you know, certain people
he's
like,
legend,
like I feel like he's like, man, I'm Wayne. Like, dude, that's how you can tell he just carry himself like that.
He's just stunted though too. Like he's a father of somebody who's like a grown ass woman. But Wayne is still. He's stopped.
So young.
Yeah, like he just stopped.
You got a point there. Lil Wayne might be the only older artist that people might still think that he's still young.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just wild.
I don't know how he do it, but like,
for real.
Yeah, that's for real. Like everybody cause I look at him on stage, I'm like, he like a little kid.
He is.
But I think that's just like him like enjoying it.
That's
like
who he really is.
Enjoying it.
So.
I mean, he had 2 watches. He was this person, whatever. But this is who Wayne truly is, and he's able to be himself because now he's rich and he's famous, and it don't really matter. So I can applaud him for that. You know what I mean? To come out of like.
Wayne, if you listen,
Magnolia,
go ahead and holler at me. Wayne, if you listen,
for sure.
I've been trying. You know, I've been trying to link. It's like 2 people that I was really trying to link up with them and T.I. and everything. I'm looking at his whole. You know, I like his movement and everything.
T.I.'s amazing.
Like, y'all listen to this man.
He's amazing.
Come on,
remember Summers just riding in the car, T.I. just listening. Just like this dude got bars.
Everything he touches turns to gold. Like if you're gonna talk about Atlanta, like. Just T.I. is just like one of the dopest artists ever. Like if I was gonna make a list, obviously you can't squeeze him in there with 5 people because he is dope, but it's hard. You can't like take away Eminem and replace it with T.I. But you actually could.
We do like an Atlanta joint.
Atlanta list.
Like I don't put a lot like him in the top. I put like the actor/rapper, like the really good actor/rappers, like that, like, cause then that's a whole nother category. They talented. They talented. They too talented to really like. Put them like in categories. Like that's like it's not music, but he do make music. But Jamie Foxx, like it's hard to put him like he do like
everything.
Telling my team like I never seen one dude that can be a singer, a comedian, an actor that everybody respects. Like I never seen nobody with that much talent. So
like
it's
Bo
like
Jackson.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to like just
Really?
put him with people and everything. It's like
I mean, Joe Claire has that though. If people actually listen, like Joe Claire has
Yeah.
bars. Like he's one of my
Joe Claire
closest
raps?
friends. Yeah, and produces music. And if people actually like stopped and listened to some of it, like I would love to introduce you to Joe because like people don't
you
understand.
talking about
that
Joe Cleese.
Joe Cleese, yeah.
Cleese.
Yeah, I didn't know that he rapped.
He hit him up on any medium and just tell him I sent you.
Okay.
But he is actually somebody who is so talented when it comes to rap, and people just completely overlook that because they think, because he's funny. But he literally is like Jamie Foxx, but without the singing, more on the rapping. You know what I mean? Because Joe can be in anything.
I listen to his radio show.
Yeah, him
every
and Sonny.
morning, yeah.
Shout out to Joe Claire, the morning show.
Yeah, I be having the Cleese report and all that. So like, yeah, I didn't know that he rapped though.
Yeah. Make sure you tell my son that too. He'll love that. Because, I mean, it's just like people need to pay attention. Like, you know, you kind of creep up on them. But he's somebody that I feel like, and again, I say that because I want to put on people in our area, like, pay attention. Because a lot of people that you would kind of write off as being, okay, well, he's from the basement, you know what I mean, Rap City, like, that's old school. But it really, like, he's just getting started.
Right.
Like, his music is just about to drop and be in the mix. And people are going to, like, look twice. You know what I mean? So, yeah, for sure. Tell my son what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. So, what time is it? We just get to talking?
10:50, definitely. You know what I'm saying?
It been feel like I've been talking, you know, to like my friends or something like that.
That's
how it's
good.
supposed to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Every time somebody leaves, they're like,
had a
man, I
good
feel comfortable.
Yeah, like I had a good conversation, man. Like, and I'm always down. Like, you know, I'm cool. So like, I ain't one of them dudes. It's like, you know, that's another thing I don't like. I don't like the fake.
That's
tough,
respect.
like the fake tough. Like
Right.
I'm too hard. Like we be joking about that all the time. Like be dudes. I was this one dude that I went to school with and everything. I'm not even gonna say his name.
But don't
'cause
say
I
his
even wanna
name.
get this, like, but he used to always be in the hallway, like just like I don't know what, like he mean mugging and everything. It's like the morning time. I'm like, bro, like,
Too
early for this.
yeah, I'm like, bro,
Pissed
we
in
just
your
wake up,
Wheaties type
yeah,
of
we just got to school, bro. Like what? Like why are you mad, bro? Like I don't like when people be mad and they don't got no reason to be like, what are you mad for?
Exactly.
Like,
Right.
You just mad, like you just like, man, I don't want to talk to nobody. Why?
Just for the sake of being
Yeah,
like,
like-
you got to wake up every day and start it over. as
Yeah,
a
he
new day.
really. I'm not going to put his name out there, but it was a situation that happened. Cause I ain't gonna think. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm thinking like, oh, he actually, man, he get in this situation. He probably gonna tear it up and everything like that. And I seen something happen to him. I was like,
Because the hardest ones really ain't.
yeah, I was like, and I was looking, and me, like I don't know. I guess like even though he was my age, like the whole, I'm thinking like, oh, he about to do it. He about to do it. He mean mugging on us every day and everything. I don't know why. Like I don't know
look
what
like
he's
he
doing
about it.
for. And the next thing you know, like I'm like, dang man, what happened, bro?
Dang.
Like you just let that happen. It hurt my
Changed
heart.
my perspective
Yeah, it
of
hurt
it.
my heart. I was like, man, I can't even look at you. Now when you mean mug, I'm like, come on, dog. Like,
Nigga smile.
It takes too much energy to be hard all the time, and you know what I mean. So it's a breath of fresh air when you could be the complete, you know, alternative to that. But you know, as you were saying before, like anytime you go on any medium, radio show, and this and that, I always like to stress this, like. Anybody can have a radio show, but if nobody wants to come on and nobody's listening, then it doesn't really matter.
Don't matter, yeah.
Or any medium as YouTube or television.
Right.
Anytime you go to an interview, it should always be like you're just kind of chilling with your family and friends and talking. That's what I told you when we first got here. Because it's like, if you don't feel comfortable in that seat, if you don't, because I'm going to ask you some wild, crazy shit.
Right.
Andre's going to ask you about some music that's going to make you like, you know.
Yeah, I've been telling today.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, or Bam's just going to go, you know,
Bam
completely
won't talk
off
about
the script.
anything.
Yeah, and so you guys, little Henny's like, you know, but you know, like, and I used to be like that. I used to get wasted and then get on the air and just be like, so what's your favorite position? You know, just saying just wild, crazy stuff. But it really is to kind of break the ice. You know what I mean? But now, as a seasoned person at this, like, I want you, and I know that Andre wants you to come on our medium and feel like a part of our squad.
Right.
Because when we do a function or do something, like, we want to
you
be
up.
able to hit you up and call you up, and
Right.
and our job is to promote you
Right.
Exactly.
as an artist.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if we can all come full circle and put on something great to where we all are being promoted,
Right.
I mean, it's a win-win.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm definitely gonna show love back because I appreciate any opportunity I ever got. I appreciate it. You know,
All day.
like I feel like y'all didn't have to. You know, y'all could have been like seen me and like, man, nah, man, you
would never do that.
You know. I ain't say I will, but
I
you know,
know.
Call a fat truck, get him in here now. We don't need no one in
Right,
here.
they're like, what is he doing? What is he doing here?
Because
Like,
that's the whole point. That's the whole goal. We do this for the love of the
For
culture,
local.
Right.
and the local scene, and you know what I mean.
Right.
This is why we're here, and so that 10 years from now, it's going to be like you have this in the archives.
Right.
When you're just getting started with your
Right.
NASA shirt, and you know what I mean. Like, and you're going
Right.
to think to yourself, like, damn, like I've grown so far.
Yeah.
Always try to listen back, you know,
Uh-huh.
to make sure that you're always doing something and saying something different on
Okay.
everyone,
Yeah.
because I hate what I sound like back, but I still have to listen and know I did something wrong there, said something right here, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you build up this archive, like you said, you've done 6 to 10 interviews. Like, that's pretty heavy for somebody who's just started out. Like, that's a
Yeah.
lot. That's a lot.
Right.
But you're going to do, 50, 60 more, and you always want to be fresh and new, and you always want to make sure that, you just swag and have a different energy when it comes to different people. But
Yeah, I had to learn because actually when I went down to Atlanta, they had a media room. And we had to
really,
do,
that's scary.
we had to do like boom, 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 boom. So I had to everybody, like certain people asking me the same questions. I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, at that time I was just like, I ain't gonna say starting off, but it was really my time just getting into that. So I was just like, man, she just asked me. They ain't hear her from across the room asking me that question.
It's a whole different.
And then it's just like, I don't know. I always told myself that I was ready for because this is what I really wanted to
That's
do.
what you were born to do.
So like the whole I know people like, man, I don't want. I don't. And that's another thing I don't like that rappers do. Like, you famous and then you talking about something you don't want to be famous. Like, or you don't know, no, why all on me like this and everything? Like,
It's the life you
why
signed up
even
for.
become a rapper? Like, why, if like, you made it now and everything, like, that's why I would never complain and everything. And, the whole fake, like, I'm rich, but I'm struggling, I'm broken, I'm broke in life. And I'm like, bro, like, where you came from compared to now, like, come on now. Like,
Appreciate it.
Because, like, me, if I got, it's always going to be bumps,
Of course,
in the
it's like,
roads and everything, but it's like, where you come from and then where you at now, it's a little bit more,
Easy.
I feel like certain people be putting, too much. Or my mother would say 20 on 10 and everything. You putting 20 on 10 on situations and everything when you done seen the bottom of the bottom and everything. Now you acting like you can't deal with this little thing. Oh, he talking to me too much. I can't deal with it. Like,
Nah, that's
come
when
on,
you
man.
remember when you always want him to talk to you. You should
Yeah,
always
yeah.
hit him up.
Yeah,
Right.
like,
Talk to him.
Right.
Yeah, like, so I would never forget everybody that, I did stuff with, I'm still cool with.
Respect.
And everything.
Don't burn any
like,
bridges out here.
I mean, that's what I learned that from DJ Khaled. He said, "Don't burn
Man.
bridges. Can you walk on water?"
Exactly.
Like, so
Sure enough.
Exactly.
that's a real statement right there and everything. So I would never burn bridges. Like, I'm cool with everybody, and I really appreciate y'all for giving,
All day, respect.
giving me y'all time.
Appreciate
You know what I'm saying?
you.
That's
Thank
what
you
it's
for
all
coming.
about. You know what I'm saying? Getting you heard, getting you seen,
I give you a
getting you
hug.
noticed.
Really,
Let's hug it
yeah.
out. We really appreciate you
For sure.
coming.
Thank you.
But before we get out this joint, let
Uh-huh.
people know where they can find you and all that stuff, social media.
Facebook, Juan2Code. The Twitter is, what is that? At Juan2Code1. The Instagram is Juan_2. That's 200_code COLD 23. That's where you can find me at all social media. I want to get my SoundCloud up, but like, it's something that happened. Like, I got like 3 SoundCloud pages because they started trying to make me pay because I was putting
man.
on too much music and everything like that. And
Oh, I didn't know SoundCloud did that.
yeah, I didn't know that. I
Yeah, it's
had
like-
a lot of content on one page, and it was like, nah. So I was just like, man, I told my team, like, man, shoot, I'm making another page now.
Another page.
And then so I got like 3 sounds. So Juan2Code 123. You can hear all this stuff and everything. Like,
That's what's
you can
up.
go back to my old stuff and everything. I got a lot of old stuff and everything. So if you thought I couldn't rap back then, and I just got, because I be seeing a lot of people just getting good out of nowhere and everything.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
how it be.
I've been good for real and everything. Like,
All right.
yeah, so
Not just started rapping.
Yeah, right.
They
Got
believe
good.
you.
right, like, so like I see a lot of that, happening a lot. Like,
Sure.
how somebody writing that, because I just heard you 3 years ago. And,
Yeah, it sound like that. That ain't your rhyme scheme.
Yeah,
But you're able to grow and progress, and
Right.
you're just getting started.
right.
There's so much
So,
more for
yeah,
you.
yes.
You know what I mean?
A lot.
And we'll be following you. Make sure you follow
I
Different Mind.
actually, before I get out of here, the spot, posted wherever I'm going at next. Troy Ave supposed to be there. I forgot.
Oh yeah, I think down in the district and Troy Ave or somewhere tonight.
Yeah.
Shout out to down in the district.
Sip.
Okay.
Down in the district. Actually, like shout out to her. We did a song.
Did you really?
That's my folks. Like,
Tell her I said what's up.
Okay, yeah, like we real close and everything. Like
Oh, dang, that's what's up.
yeah, like
She's
that's my
underrated. I feel like just as a person.
Folks. Yeah, like we did a song. We actually got redo some stuff because some things happened with but that's my folks for real though. So like
That's what's up.
yeah. Like,
So you about to head out there then?
Oh yeah, we about to head up there after this year.
Turn up.
That's what's up all day.
Yeah, tell her to come sit in this chair. Tell
Okay,
her
I tell her that y'all. I definitely.
Totally link up with Bam for
Yeah.
sure, and like we would love to have her come down because I've been waiting for a long time. I have this like roster of questions that I just want to ask because she goes back, like she's a part of.
Yeah, I met her through actually one of the people that on my team and everything. That's her close friend, so that's how we put it. And the whole time, that's when I knew that I put in the work because she told my who was on my team and everything, she was like, Juan Too Cold and everything like that. She was like, yeah. She was like, I gotta meet him and everything. I've been hearing him forever and everything like that.
That's awesome for her to say
so
that.
So I didn't even know it. She was like, we met like a long time. I'm like, I didn't met
a lot of people.
But she was real cool and everything. So I was real like damn, like I was telling my manager and everything. I'm like, Dom said that she know me from back in the day.
That says a lot.
Yeah, so I'm like, damn, I must be doing something good.
For sure.
Yeah, because Dom out there. So
She is like she has an archive.
yeah, I definitely when I see her, I definitely tell her that I should come up.
Sure. Thank you for coming.
I
appreciate it.
I appreciate it, man. I was
Anytime you want to come back up here, next time you want to come up here, we'll have the stage ready. You can perform
Okay.
this joint,
That would be
saying?
dope. Yeah.
Okay, I do that and everything.
For sure.
I got y'all.
Surprise Bam man let you know off break, you know what I'm saying? Had y'all ready for that, but it's all
Yeah.
straight. Have you up here again?
Okay.
And definitely been a great interview.
All right.
That's gonna be fun, actually.
We
That'd be
can
lit.
definitely do that.
Hell yeah.
So we did it.
Hell yeah. Another great night.
Yeah.
Different Mind show.
Another great show. Salute.
Yeah, all out.
But yeah, so join us each and every Friday from 9 to 11. We're just in here just on some rap shit. You know what I mean? But thank you to Star Imports, for having
All
us.
day.
Really appreciate it. Thank you for just welcoming me into your family.
All day.
I mean, we go back just a few years or whatever, but look how everything comes full circle.
Yeah.
So
Definitely
yeah.
a pleasure having you here, you know what I'm saying?
Thank
Bring
you.
new light,
That's what
bring
I
new
meant to
energy.
ask you before I
Thank
left.
you.
Do you like it being up here?
Actually, I love it because I've been on, this will be my 7th radio show, and I've probably been on 5 stations, and I always upgrade, you know what I mean? And this here is just a whole different animal. Like, I'm so about it because it's a different medium. Again, it's not just the same old radio stuff, it's just I feel it's not too many times where I do radio and feel like it's my pleasure.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's my pleasure to be in here, and I drive from Virginia.
Oh, wow.
So I must love it. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
So definitely you are going to go in my Vox Wave archives, and it starts a whole new chapter, a whole new way for me. So
appreciate it.
thank you
I'm
for being a
happy to
part
do
of that.
Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome. Anytime, like I said, any music you got, send.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you got like Facebook and stuff, I share a lot of people's music on like Facebook and stuff like that. Or I might be playing the joint, put it on my Instagram, little like live Instagram.
Oh, yeah, we definitely got to. I've been, I've been looking for DJs all the time.
I support
new
like
DJs,
a lot of DJs. You know what I'm saying? They might make mixtapes, they might make beats, but they not really playing a lot of artists' music for real. Unless it's like they man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got
That's
wife.
one thing
Right.
that they
So I play everybody's shit.
They're doing it for the gram.
I feel
We
like,
don't have these Facebook videos and gram shit because we really want to know about you.
Yeah, that's the reason why I actually went down the line. It wasn't, no diss to my, where I'm from, but it's just like if you're not like from, like, it's like, dang, like you like, see now a lot of people reaching out to me because they, they're gonna see me doing stuff like this and everything.
That's
But
what's
and I don't really show no hate or nothing like that because I told my manager it's like. The people that they mess with us before, now they see me doing all this, they're gonna come back around and everything.
So it always is.
So And I you know, I ain't gonna show no hair. I'm just gonna remember like you remember, you know.
How you treated me,
Yeah, you remember like you know, we both know.
Just like your friend.
You know,
That's
we don't gotta say it to everybody, but you know, we know.
We know what happened. That's what's up. Definitely. But about to get up out of here.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely
Shout out
another
to
great
Bam.
show. Shout out Bam.
Feel
Sorry I couldn't be
better.
here.
Taking a sick day, but we appreciate you trusting us
All day that.
to do this.
Too bad I broke my laptop, or else we'd have had a lot more music going on. You know what I'm saying? Instead of off my phone, but
Like on site, like broke it. which
broke.
sucks.
Just saying that I had a backup drink, but I wasn't too prepared. But next week we back in there. I'm gonna have a brand new laptop screen and everything.
Okay.
Back in here, different minds. So I am DJ Andre Michael.
I'm MC Fran.
All day. This is Vox Power 37.3 right here on YouTube.com and on VoxWave.com right here each and every Friday from 9 to 11.
Thank you.
All day.